So, I have been getting ready today to go and see the landlord. I'm running around doing stuff with my mom. She ran into the bank real quick. Yeah. It is cold outside. It is negative 8 degrees Fahrenheit. So she's running into the bank to grab some money, and then we're gonna be dropping my brother off to go and see his dad. And then we're gonna be probably going out to eat, and either before or after that we will be headed to Walmart and to be able to meet up with the landlord and pay him and figure out a move-in date. It's not even in focus yet.
Oh my gosh.
So I just got back. Lunch was super delicious. We stopped over at Walmart. I picked up some kitty litter, and I actually got myself a box cutter because I've been meaning to get one of these for my work. Not that they don't provide box cutters for me, I just have a preference of bringing my own stuff and carrying my own stuff, especially because it's going to be night shift. Basically there's going to be 2 shifts working at the same table, or tables, so when I finish my shift there's a couple hours and then someone comes in, works at the same table, and then I take over for them, rinse and repeat. And because there's 2 different shifts, that causes a lot of issues of you come in and you can't find your box cutter anywhere, it's at someone else's station or pens or whatever. So I usually carry my own pen and I bring it to and from work with me. So I've just decided to do that with my box cutter as well. It's also going to help for moving so that I can cut down some boxes. It sounds silly to do that for moving purposes, but there have been a lot of instances where I'll have like books that I want to move, but they don't stack up all the way to the top, but I can't add more books because they'll be too heavy. So I could cut down the box and tape it closed so all of the books are nice and tightly packed in so they won't shift around when you're trying to carry it. It's really helpful. So this will be my best friend this month. Speaking of moving, I didn't establish a specific date for moving in. Basically he said I could call him back beginning of next week to be able to say, you know, when I'll have the money. Basically I paid all of my security deposit today so that they're no longer going to be showing the place. They have it on hold for me. They know I'm serious about it. It's mine. So they're going to let me pay for only a half month's rent this month, and then starting on April 1st, I'll have to pay a full month's rent. So that might be a slight bit tricky for me, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make this work. So hopefully I will get paid by that commissioner, and that will help me out significantly. But yeah, I'll only have to pay about $400, and the commission that should be coming in is about $300, so that will cover a large majority of it. But yeah, I'm hoping to talk to him and hopefully have the money for that for, I think I had written down like the 18th, which is a Saturday, so we could both meet up. He could hand over the keys, so on and so forth. So that's definitely a plus. Yeah, so money's gonna be tight, and I'm really hoping that, you know, this sale will actually help me, considering I wasn't planning on moving this soon. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, before we went to the dollar store and picked up a couple things. I got a broom and dustpan, and I got some small dish soap. Keep in mind this was the Dollar Tree, so everything I got was $1. I got some curtain rods, and then a shower curtain liner, and then the shower curtain itself. So just a couple small things that I'll definitely need when I first get there. There's obviously going to be some small things here and there that I'm going to need but won't need right away. So yeah, there's that. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to update you on. And I don't believe there is. So right now I'm going to start making up some lists, things that I'm going to be packing, where they're going to go, so on and so forth. I'm very seriously organized when it comes to that stuff. I like to have it all written down and mapped out so that I can get it all done before I even start packing. So I'm going to do all of that while I watch a little bit of Netflix, and then after I'm finished with my lists, I'm going to start doing a complete overhaul clean, and then once I'm done with a complete clean, I'm going to sit down and just crack down on art. I gotta finish the Dermatillomania piece, I gotta hopefully record another entire piece this weekend, so that I can be one video ahead. But yeah, it's gonna get a little hectic, and it's gonna be a little difficult. Oh, I also have to edit the last 2 vlogs and upload those. Jeez, a lot of shit I gotta do, but yeah, so busy weekend, and going to be a busy month, but it is going to be awesome, and I'm so excited to be doing all of this and have you guys there with me to be on this journey, so thank you guys, seriously. Alright, so, I ended up, after the last clip that I recorded, deciding that I wasn't going to clean just yet. I was going to actually take a nap. I'm trying to adjust my sleep schedule to what it will be on Monday for my night shift, so I decided to head to bed and took a nap until about 7 o'clock, and so then I woke up, or it was like more like 7:30, 8ish, and the intention is that I'll stay up until around 12:30, 1 o'clock, which will be around the time that I would be going to bed while working on night shift. So just trying to adjust my times to that. Hopefully it'll go well. But yeah, so I did that, and then I totally spaced on vlogging as I was doing things, but I decided that I was going to make some labels for my art walks this summer. I'm hoping to be in two different towns for 2 different art walks, but I only know of the process of one town, and so I decided to prep in advance for that. So I got all my tags for the art pieces that I intend to show at that art shows, or that set of art shows. I got those all printed, and then I took my little straight edge thing. It's basically a straight edge paper cutter. And I took that and cut them all up and made them nice and neat, and then I made, I cut up some red construction paper to be slightly larger squares to be the background color. And then I just took a loop of tape, taped the label to the construction paper, and then I went with some thick shipping tape, just the clear shipping tape, and taped over them so that they look like this. They're basically like these laminated effect tags, and I did that because last year I would use just the plain white tags, or labels, and I'd use a loop of tape to keep them secure, and that actually caused a lot of ripping of tags. I had to reprint them probably about 3 times throughout the whole summer, just because I would go to take them off the wall or something and it would end up ripping the tag or label. And so I decided to do a safety measure and not only make them thicker, but cover them in slippery, sleek tape so that I don't have to worry too much, because it'll be tape on tape and that won't rip the paper underneath. So yeah, I did all of that, and then I did about half the dishes that have been accumulating in this room, because I've been so bad about doing it lately. But yeah, so I did all of that. I've also edited the last 2 vlogs, so I'm all caught up on those. Let's see, what else did I do? I had originally recorded this entire segment, and when I went to double check to make sure that it recorded, I realized that I didn't actually have the memory card in. But I had mentioned how my cat can tell that moving is coming. He keeps giving me that moving look. Like, he has abandonment issues because, you know, he's been abandoned a lot before he ended up with me. So he starts to really get stressed and panicked. You know, most cats do, but most cats will kind of like have that panicked look where they kind of look all around and tend to walk around a lot. He's very much the opposite. A lot of times he'll sit in one place and just kind of keep his eyes closed, and then when he looks at you, it is the saddest look I have ever seen. Like, ASPCA commercial sad. And I feel bad for him, you know? And so I do my best to shower him with lovin's, and last time I recorded this entire clip, he was on my lap, like, I was giving him lovin's. Yeah, just, I do my best to give him lovin's, and I'm a big person. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I talk to my cat like he's a human a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll do my weird baby voice and be like, "Oh, you're so cute, babe," but, you know, when I'm trying to reassure him, I don't talk to him like that, because he's one of the only cats that I have met that I can talk to him the way I'm talking to the camera right now, and he just looks at you as if he understands. And so I spend a lot of time, you know, I'll kind of like hold his face, and he loves the side of his face rubbed, so I'll rub both sides of his face, and I'll just talk to him really, really gently and really slowly and calmly, and try to reassure him I'm not leaving him behind, I'm gonna take him with me, everything's gonna be okay, so on and so forth. So I just try to be very calm, very gentle, you know, very loving, and hopefully reassuring. He'll be okay. I know for sure he's gonna be okay, because I've moved with him twice now. He just gets really scared and really panicked that he's gonna get left behind every time. So yeah, that's another thing that has been going on, and I did not expect it to happen this early. I was expecting him to, like, start to give me that look when he sees me packing, not before anything is even packed. So, yeah. So, it's now about 11:30. I'm about to do a little bit of work on art. I was originally going to work on some painting tonight, but I have used the same battery life for the past 3 days of vlogging, and it's gotta be really low on battery now, like right before it shows a battery symbol. So I don't want to do any recording, because then I won't be able to really record much of my art, and then won't be able to record vlogs because I'll have to charge it and yada yada. So I'm gonna save that for tomorrow and just get another piece prepped and ready on final paper so that I can paint that piece tomorrow and immediately be ready to start working on the line work for the next piece. Typically I would not cram so much art at once, but at this point in time it is very important that I do so, simply because of this move. I want to get ahead, so on and so forth. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go do that, and I'll probably check in with you guys in a bit.